Hello Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to October. There's so much happening in the sky. I can't wait to get into it. I'm going to list all the other mundane aspects, like the shifting of like Mercury and Venus and the Sun, in the description box. In the description box down below. My God, it's been a long day. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going to only focus on the trines and the solar eclipse and the full moon for you. The solar eclipse for you will happen in your second house, conjunct Mercury and the South Node, as well as Lilith and a fixed star in a star constellation. The fixed star is called Vindimiatrix, which is in the Virgo constellation, your Virgo. The South Node and Mercury, which is very important for you because you're ruled by Mercury, are repeating a pattern with this eclipse. Same as last October, the same thing happened then. There could be new beginnings in relation to how you earn your income, your property, your face, teeth, diet, your self-esteem, worth, immediate family, land, property. For example, as these are some of these second house areas. At this time, maybe last year, you were dealing with karmic, past life issues with lessons around like wealth, earnings, property, and family somehow. Maybe you've been dependent on a partner in the financial realm or their resources. A story around assets, possessions could have been prominent, and communication with a serious partner could have happened on how to like increase your prosperity and tangible resources. If you felt you needed an important skill to like earn more or to increase your self-esteem by earning more, maybe you started a certification program then last October and are starting to see results now, or more security or increased resources are coming in turn increasing your self-esteem. As Venus is the depositor of the solar eclipse, Venus rules Libra and Taurus. In the second house is naturally Taurus's domain, ruled by Venus. And Venus will be in Scorpio, your third house of self-made wealth, business, siblings, local community, vehicles, local travel, your mind and your thoughts and your ideas, social media, contracts, those all fall into this house. Maybe you took courses, upgraded your skill set, started a business in like marketing, for example, and now you're starting to secure contracts with Venus here in the third. As Venus rules over, money as well. You could have become like an elementary teacher because elementary school falls in the third house, or started a business, marketing business, for example, or something that requires short distance travel, or you're traveling short distance for work or to earn money somehow. Since Scorpio rules the occult and the tarot, maybe you have a side hustle now. Maybe you did like astrology certification or learned how to read tarot, and that new money story can unfold through a website or YouTube or some kind of social media channel, and it will likely, you could also rent a space, third house area, and it would be a beautiful one to do your recordings or business, and maybe you get like a good rate on the rental. And because Venus is ruling over those local areas right now, or kind of sprinkling her love over those areas. And the South Node since July 2023 has drained that second house area at times for you, maybe literally draining your bank account for whatever reason, or self-esteem somehow. But now it's finishing up its stay, getting ready to fully move out of there by 2025, and is bringing in movement now, less codependency in relationship, more increase in self-worth, and a gift now that can unfold over the next 6 months to 1 year that follows. And it would be because of your own efforts, though, as the third house is a self-made wealth house. Mars is in Cancer in the 11th house, squaring over to the second at this time, maybe causing a little bit of friction or frustration about maybe you have to spend more money than you want to on a goal or a dream, especially in relationship to establishing your independence, as Lilith the rebel is also here being squared by Mars. But Cancer sextiles your sun, moon, or ascendant. So I can also see this just as like a positive box of energy, this square, motivating you to accomplish that freedom and that dream around increasing your money and your resources. With Lilith here, you may be finding and stepping into your power more as the months unfold, slowly but surely, and more freedom from dependency on others' resources up there in that 8th house, especially with Vindimiatrix, the fixed star that's in your sign. In ancient times, it's known as the widowmaker for women, a little extreme if you ask me. For men, it can be a fall from grace or disgrace. It's also known as the grape gatherer, and is tried to Bacchus and Dionysus, the wine gods. So You're unlikely to become a widow if you're married, but maybe if you've been unhappy in a marriage, you can amicably split at this time. Old interpretations, like I said, were very extreme of this. It can also just be like a cutting away of another's income for whatever reason. Also, wine is involved, and also the stomach and liver are represented by the star. And you could cut away from excess, and free yourself from like a wine habit, for example, making you feel better. Okay, the grand water trine is happening on the same day from your Scorpio 3rd house to your Pisces 7th house of significant other, and your Cancer 11th house, which is hopes and dreams, wishes, internet, humanitarian groups, etc. Yeah, so there could be a lottery win, there could be some kind of business contract or partnership, one that would bring in much luck with that 11th house involved. Could also be a communication or writing or speaking project, a speaking series or a podcast, maybe a book that you partnered up with someone else and it hits the internet with success in that 11th house, giving you some kind of like a celebrity status, locally or online, as Mars is in Cancer and the 11th is favorable to your ascendant sun or moon. You could also be getting help and lucky breaks from friends or a particular group of people at this time. Last but not, we have another trine. The outer planet trine happens between Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, finishing a long story in your 5th Capricorn house of Pluto, your 7th partner house with Neptune, and your 9th Taurus house with Uranus. There could have been power struggles in love or with your children. You and a partner could have struggled if you were someone trying to have children, and that was something you had been hoping for. With Uranus in the 9th, there could have been sudden luck or opportunities with travel, publishing, or higher education. Maybe you and a partner had to come up with a lot of money for a child, Pluto in the 5th, like to pay for college in a foreign country, for example. Or there were blockages and confusion over the past few years in a close business partnership or relationship, or dealings with the public. You could have wanted to or even broken a marriage contract that was no longer good for you. With Uranus in the 9th, shaking things up there. You could have also just wanted freedom. Changes to your religion, your philosophy, belief systems could have happened, freeing your mind somehow on like self-limiting beliefs about yourself. Now these planets are in a beautiful flow as they say goodbye and are giving you some kind of nice results from their years of stay in those houses. To give you an example, like a love relationship is transformed as Pluto finishes up in the 5th house for a better, more balanced way of you and a partner relating. And I say that because of the solar eclipse in the 2nd is trying to raise your self-esteem and bring equilibrium to a partnership story and a more empowered version of yourself too, with the 7th house and the 9th lit up. A child could have transformed after a period of difficulty and is now leaving the home for school, or just transformed in general for the better, or a higher education opportunity. They could be leaving for like college. Last, you could have developed a big creative project, most likely something written that was quite difficult to finish, and now it is done and it is going into contract, say with an agent, and it's getting published, gaining international success or success somehow in general. These are just a few stories as example. As these planets will now head into a new chapter in your 6th work house, your 8th transformation house, and shared resources and money that you earn but from other people, and your 10th house of career, father figures, your title in the world. And it will be quite exciting, as Uranus moving to your 10th could absolutely make you suddenly highly visible and with sudden career gains and success and a new title. The Aries full moon, my dog found me up in the tree house. He's gonna cause problems. I'll see how long I can go here. The Aries full moon will happen in your 8th house at 24 degrees, affecting you if you have planets around or a Virgo rising from 20 to 28 degrees, or planets in Libra or Aries around those degrees. The moon will conjunct Chiron to show a wrapping up of a healing story, being sextiled by Jupiter and Gemini from that 10th house of career and father figures. Sorry. Okay, Virgo, I had to go put my dog in the house. All right, you could be settling debts that you owe or giving a large outlay of cash. There are outer planets squaring this moon, so it can cause some friction or like an unhappy emotion or unhappy emotions at home. You may want to be alone now. If you received an inheritance, although it could be beneficial to you, you could be emotional about it, like if you did lose somebody. Or something comes up that makes you want to assert your power and claim your needs, instead of constantly giving, you know, someone else your power away. And Virgos, I think sometimes, you know, in a way like Pisces, will do so much for other people. And so many people depend on Virgos because you guys get the job done. Overall, though, with Jupiter here, I think it will be beneficial as time unfolds. You may just want to be alone at this time, even if Jupiter in the 10th wants you to be visible somehow. Altogether, I think it's going to be a good month, Virgo, and take care. I'll see you in November. Please like, share, subscribe, help my channel grow. This is not what I do for a living. I do it because I love it, and maybe one day I can full-time do astrology. But I have a lot of irons in the fire right now, but I am trying to grow my channel. So yeah, take care, and we'll see you in November, and happy Halloween.